Hey everyone, thanks for joining me today. I'm Miss Nene and welcome to Miss Nene's Art. Today I am doing my first week of Christmas in July. So I'm going to be doing some Christmas projects once a week till the end of July. I'm going to start off my first with making holiday coasters. So I've already taped one in the back. I didn't do this one yet, but I painted the sides of these four, and I got this paper here from Hobby Lobby last Christmas, and what I did was I cut it with my paper cutter, and I made 4 of these little squares that I'm going to glue on here and then resin it. Very simple, very easy project if you want to make your own little holiday coasters. This set, I'm going to paint these with this extreme glitter from FolkArt. This is going to take several coats. And then once it's dry, I'm going to put these little nutcrackers on here. I cut these through my vinyl, my Cricut machine, and I'm going to layer them on top. We'll lay it on top, and then I'm going to paint some Mod Podge over it to seal it in. And then this also will get a coat of resin. These are really quick, easy. I mean, I don't know how quick, but they are definitely easy to make your own Christmas coasters. So we're going to start off right now with this set right here. I will put tape on the back of this when it's time for me to go ahead and put that resin on, but that's going to be the last step. First step, I've already cleaned. Make sure you clean and wipe down the dust off these coasters. These coasters, or tile, ceramic tile that I got from the hardware store. You can pick this up at any hardware store. I think I only paid 7 cents from Floor and Decor, which is around the corner from me, at 7 cents per tile. Very cheap. You can get it from Home Depot, you can get it from a hardware store, Lowe's, anywhere that sells this type of stuff. Okay, so I'm taking my Mod Podge. Just gonna put a little bit on here, not too much. That was too much. So I'm gonna just spread a little bit on. I just need for it to the paper to stick to the coasters so it doesn't slide around. Now what I'm going to do now is brush some of the Mod Podge on top. And what that does, it helps put a barrier between this and the resin, so the resin doesn't soak in to the paper, because it's a cardstock paper, but it just protects the paper from getting soaked with the resin. And it dries clear, so it's good. Let's put a nice thin coat on, brush it lightly. Alrighty. I may or may not put a second coat on, just depends. But this was not really thin, so I think one coat, look what I just did. One coat is fine. Move those out the way. Now these, just gonna brush several coats on here. Okay, so I'm gonna let this first coat dry, and I will be brushing more on as it dries. I'll probably do this off camera because it's gonna take a minute. So when you come back, it's gonna be fully coated and fully dry. Okay, so here it is. It's nice and dry. It took about 3 coats to get this look right here. So this turned out exactly the way that I wanted to. So it has a nice texture, not too chunky. It's not even chunky. You can feel the texture of it though. And there's a nice coat, there's a nice barrier on there that was made by the Mod Podge, which is going to protect the stock paper that I put on this set of coasters. So these are the shapes that I cut out on my Cricut with the vinyl, and I'm just going to add it to some transfer paper and add it to my coasters. This is going to be really pretty. I made a set of these last year and sold quite a few of them. I love nutcrackers. That's what my Christmas theme is going to be this year again. So here's the transfer tape. I'm just going to go ahead and put it on, cut it, and apply it to my coasters. Okay, so yeah, my vinyl was starting to peel up a little bit. It was lifting up from the coaster. So what you do in that situation, you just put it back down and then go over it again with the scraper tool. That's why I like to go slowly. It's always the best idea to just slowly remove the transfer tape instead of ripping it off, because you don't know if it's going to be sticking or not sticking. And believe me, I've done that. So just be careful and slowly peel it off. Okay, so now it's all set and all ready. I have them propped up on some little plastic cups. Just mixing my resin together. I didn't need too much, but of course I always make a little bit more than I need, and I end up putting them in extra molds, which is fine. So I'm just mixing it up, scraping the bottom, the sides, making sure I'm getting all that in there mixed really well. And I'm going to add to that just some glitter, nothing else, to give it some extra sparkle, which is going to really make it even more beautiful. Right here, very fine crystal dream. Got that from, I believe, Walmart. So I'm just going to add it and apply it. This is something that is so simple and so easy to do. I mean, you could make these, you can put photos on here as long as you remember to put that Mod Podge on top. It's a barrier. You can make your own personal Christmas gifts for friends and family. Just simple. Go to Hobby Lobby or any place that sells cardstock. They have a lot of different holiday cardstock or even different patterns. And just do what you saw me do right here, and you could easily make some really nice gifts for friends and family. So that's an idea that you should really think about and do if you want something to be more personal. Okay, so now I'm just taking off the painter's tape. The resin is dry. I didn't have any issues with any of the resin or the tape sticking to the back. And if I had, then, you know, if you have the resin and the tape still stuck to the back of the coasters, then you could use a heat gun to, you know, soften it up a little bit so you can peel it off. But luckily, I didn't have to do that. It peeled off just perfectly. Okay, so what I decided to do here is paint just the edges around the back of the coasters, because when I put the cork backing on, I wanted these edges that still stick out, because the backing that I have doesn't cover the entire back. Just the edges of it is peeking out a little bit, and I wanted those to look nice. So I'm painting just the edges around the coasters, just to give it a little extra touch to make it look even more pretty. Okay, so it is dry. The back is all dry. The front is all dry. The resin is hard, and it is beautiful. A set of beautiful Nutcracker coasters. Black and gold with lots of sparkle. Look at that, turned out beautifully. These are my favorite because I love Nutcrackers. You know, of all the Nutcrackers coasters I've made, you know, I don't even have my own. What is wrong with me? Maybe I'll keep these. Maybe I'll keep these. I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna keep them. Love these. These are really, really nice. The gold, the black, and the glitter. Perfect combination. Love it. Now, the other ones with the cardstock, I made a mistake. Yes, I did. I made a mistake. And I broke my own rule. I said to use at least 2 to 3 coats of Mod Podge to protect the cardstock from the resin so the resin doesn't go through. It went through, as you can see, around the edges there on a couple of them. Because I only used 1 coat of the Mod Podge, and it wasn't enough. And I'm kind of glad that it happened, because now you can see what will happen if you miss that step and you only do it once. So please, so if you don't want to ruin your gift that you're making for someone, put at least 2 to 3 coatings of the Mod Podge. Let it dry in between, before you put the next coat, and then let it dry, and then add your resin, so that don't happen. That right there is my bag of adhesive cork backing for the coasters to protect your surface when you're using the coasters. I got that from Amazon, and it's a pack of 100, and I will leave the link in there in the description for you so you can pick up yours. And I mean, it's a lot of backing, and you could use it to make a lot of gifts. So it's a win-win. And the best way to put it on is, as you see, just put it on there and put some pressure on it around the edges and in the center so that the adhesive can make contact to the back of the tile. And it is a permanent connection. It will not come off unless you rip it off, and if you try that, it will rip off in pieces. I know this because I tried, because I messed up. I had it on crooked, and I thought I could just take it off. It's a nice strong bond. You'd have to pick the heck out of it to get all the pieces off, because it's a permanent bond, and it's really, really good to use. So pick yourself up one if you plan on doing this project. So like I mentioned before, the endless possibilities of these coasters. You can put photos on there of Christmas photos or pictures of your loved ones, and give it to someone that you love. They would love that. They would cherish it forever. I know I would. I did some of my granddaughters when they were born. So now I have to do another one with all 3 of my grandkids, because now I have 3. And I usually just put them on an easel and display them around the house when I have the kids' pictures on it. And that's another thing you can do. You can get some easels, a little tabletop holder for them, and then let's display your Christmassy themed tiles or coasters in your home. It's really a beautiful idea, and I hope you try it out. Okay, so I am done. This project is completed, and I have made 2 sets of really, really cute holiday coasters, and I will definitely be making more. Now, my next video for Christmas in July will be snow globes. I will be making 4 different Christmas theme snow globes for you guys, so don't miss that. So don't forget to hit that subscribe button and hit the notification button so you're notified, so you don't miss out on this. I am so excited about this one. So thanks for joining me, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.